just about underway, as it was senior recognition night at the Fairfield High School, and so no starting lineups for tonight. But the Edwards County Lions did win the toss, and they will be receiving the football tonight. Here you see the Lions are back and ready, and this game is just about underway. Number 81 for Fairfield, back to do the kicking, David Gelsinger. Gelsinger wearing number 81. This broadcast on CUN being presented by Champion Laboratories and Ram Drilling of Browns. Ball will be controlled by the Edwards County Lions. That's Scott Lake. Carrying the ball, number 31. It looked like David Gelsinger and Earl Sterry, the tacklers. So it's 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions. And the Lions are on about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Edwards County Lions. It's the last game for the Edwards County Lions. They'd like to have this one pretty bad here tonight. That's Rotrammel, the ball carrier, and Rotrammel gets out to the 40-yard line. He's about 3 yards short of a first down, gain of about 7 yards on the play. It looked like Tim Swift, the tackler. We're ready for football action here in Fairfield, Illinois, where it's just a little bit warmer than it was a year ago. We remember that game was viciously cold on the outside. Al is dressed accordingly for the game tonight. We've got a handoff straight up the middle. That's Rotrammel carrying the ball. Check that, Brent King carrying the ball. And King got a first down for the Edwards County Lions. Matt Kinney, the tackler. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions, as Coach Hart has really got these Lions geared up for tonight's game. It is the last game for about 9 seniors on the Edwards County Lions team, and they played their hearts out this year, folks. Gillard hands off. That's King, the ball carrier. King gets some good yardage, and he will be out at about the 50-yard line. Gain of about 6 yards or so on the play. And Rob Wysinski, number 82, the tackler, having a little bit of trouble with that name. Ball is just right on the 50-yard line, and the Edwards County Lions have it. We've got about 4 yards to go till we get another first down. It's Rotrammel to the right side, and Rotrammel gets about 2 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a second down and about 2 yards. Check that, it'll be 3rd down and about 2 yards. And Rob Wysinski and Earl Sterry, the tacklers. Citizens National Bank and Sabre Construction and Operating Company helping bring this broadcast to you tonight on CUN. And the Lions have a first down as Jeff Gillard took the ball on over for Edwards County first down. Check that, Kinney and Sterry, the tacklers. 1st and 10, Edwards County Lions were moving the ball pretty good here early in the first quarter play at Fairfield. It's the last game for both teams. Both teams would like to have a victory, and we'd like the Edwards County Lions to come home with a victory on this game. That's Scott Lake, number 31, carrying the ball, and Lake gets close to another Edwards County first down. We're not sure whether they're going to mark the ball. Chris Foley, the tackler, and we've got another first down. The down marker was slow getting to the play, so we weren't for sure. Now carrying the ball, it looked like was Lake again, the ball carrier. Tacklers were Larry Sarles. So that brings up a second down. It picks up about 3 yards on the play, 2 yards. We'll call it second down and about 8 yards to go. 8 minutes, 22 seconds left. in the first quarter play here at Fairfield, Illinois. Home of the Fairfield Mules. There goes Jeff Gillard. Gillard is back, and Gillard's going to pass. It's incomplete. That pass was intended for J.R. Tate, number 82. It was broken up in there by Wysinski once again. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 situation for the Edwards County Lions. A lot of Lion fans here tonight to watch the Edwards County Lions play in the last game of the season. 8 minutes, 2 seconds left. As we said, a good crowd with a lot of Lion fans here tonight. Gillard hands off, and I believe we've got a penalty, a motion penalty against the Edwards County Lions. As the Dryers kick on here, we're trying to figure out what that roar was, and it's Dryers that kicked on, because just to the south of us is a elevator. And so the grain dryers kicked on. A lot of noise there. 3rd down now, about 13 yards to go on that motion penalty against the Edwards County Lions. Gillard is back, and he throws, and it was incomplete. It was intended for J.R. Tate to the left side. Back there for the Mules, Wysinski once again. That brings up a 4th down for the Edwards County Lions, and 4th down and a 13. And it looks like that Coach Hart wants to go for it on 4th down, 13 yards to go. Jeff Gillard, the quarterback. Gillard looks, he's back to pass. It's incomplete. It was intended for Scott Lake, number 31, and Jeff Gillard gets up rather slowly as Gillard was drilled by Kemp. Kemp was back there defending for the Mules, and Gillard was nailed on that play. So the Fairfield Mules will have a 1st and 10 situation. Number 25, Larry Sarles, the ball carrier, tackler by Kenny Greathouse, number 51. And the quarterback for Fairfield is number 15, Joe Falcamata. So Falcamata calling the signals for the Fairfield Mules here tonight. Second down for Fairfield. Falcamata is to throw, intercepted by Jason Laws. Jason Laws is going. And Jason will be knocked down at, where is that? About the 6-yard line, something like that. Inside the 10. We're not for sure who finally nailed Jason Laws, but we've got the first turnover by the Fairfield Mules tonight on the 2nd play of the game for Fairfield. Well, that should spark the Edwards County Lions. It's inside the 10-yard line. And we've got a timeout here because we've got some equipment problem with Jeff Gillard's helmet. So Jeff's over there by the official talking it over. And not for sure, is it about the 6-yard line or someplace in through there. Bill Horton and Al Summers, my spotters here tonight. And of course, they were doing a good job. This is the last game of the season for them. So they are just a little bit excited for that reason. They thought there was a lot of road trips this year. Well, that's Road Trammell trying to get in, but Road Trammell will be stopped by a host of Fairfield Mules on that play. And it looks like Earl Steary was a tackler on that play.
Let's go, Dean!
Gillard with a pitch out. There's a fumble on the play, and I believe it'll go out of bounds. That fumble was intended, Lake dropped the ball, and so that'll bring up a 3rd down situation. Loss of about 4 yards on that play. That's Gillard back to throw, and no interference called on that. Horton, the intended receiver for the Edwards County Lions. Back there bringing that up was Kurt Kemp, number 80. That brings up a 4th down and 11 yards to go, and the ball will be spotted on about the 11-yard line. 6 minutes and 5 seconds left. Edwards County Lions trying to capitalize on an interception by Jason Laws. Now we're trying for the field goal. It's up, and it's off to the left. And Coach John Hart is a little upset about that because he didn't necessarily agree with that play. That certainly looked good from our vantage point. I'm sure that the coach will love to look that play over a little later on. Well, it's 1st and 10 for the Fairfield Mules once again, and the ball is on about the 20-yard line. Falcomana hands off straight up the middle, and that's into number 25, which is Larry Sarles once again. Kenny Greathouse, the tackler for the Edwards County Lions. Second down, 10 yards to go, 5 minutes, 35 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Falcomana, the quarterback for Fairfield. Now Falcomana is going to throw, and it's good. That's, I believe, number... Gelsinger, David Gelsinger. Doug Horton, the tackler. And there's a penalty against the Fairfield Mules for a holding. So that'll march the Mules back down the field. Holding penalty against the Fairfield Mules, 15-yard penalty. So that'll be bring up a 2nd down and about 20 yards. Foul come out of the quarterback, as we said, for Fairfield Mules. 5:11 left. Got a man in motion to the right side. Falcomata is back to throw. It's complete. Rotrammel, the tackler, and it was complete to number 80, Kurt Kemp. So now we've got a 3rd down and 5 situation. 3rd and 5. That hum that you hear in the back of the soundtrack tonight is from a grain dryer. That pass is complete to number, I believe, David Gelsinger, number 81, tackler, Chris Rotrammel. 1st down, Fairfield Mules. First down, Fairfield Mules. And we've got an equipment problem as we got an official timeout for a new chin strap for the Fairfield Mules. First and 10 for Fairfield. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first quarter of play. It's the last game of the season for both teams, so the Edwards County Lions certainly want tonight's game. Falcomata, the quarterback. We've got a handoff to the right side, and that goes to number 80. Check that, 25, Larry Sarles. And the tackler, David Herring, for the Edwards County Lions. Well, that brings up a second down and about 4 yards to go. 2nd and 4. Handoff to the left side goes, it looked like, number 25, Larry Sarles, once again. And he's close to first down, but no cake yet. Check that, Chris Foley, the ball carrier, tackler. We're going to give it to Chris Rotrammel.
Go!
3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Handoff to number 42, Murphy. And the tackler for the Edwards County Lions was Doug Horton. So we've got timeout for a measurement. And first down just by a whisker. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first quarter play. Falcomata is back. Now he's shopping. He's going to throw. And I believe it's a touchdown, Brad Warkins. Check that. It's not a touchdown. We couldn't see a thing from where we're located. Tackler on the play was David Herring, number 32. Everybody stood up on our way on that play. Well, we're down close to the goal for the Fairfield Mules. And Falcomata hands straight off to Sarles, number 25. Larry Sarles, a ball carrier. And the tackler, John Williams and Curtis Mann. Second down. Ball's on about the 6-yard line. Falcomata tries to pitch it off, and it's dropped and picked up by the Lions. So the Edwards County Lions pick it up. A break for the Edwards County Lions as Fairfield fumbles the ball. Picking that up, Kent Moore, number 61 for the Lions. First and 10, Edwards County Lions. That's Chris Rotrammel doing some good running tonight. And Rotrammel will get out close to, he's got a first down for the Edwards County Lions. First and 10, Edwards County Lions. Ball spotted on about the 27-yard line. Murphy, the tackler, and along with Sarles. First and 10, no score here with 1:05 left in the first quarter play. Gillard, handoff, and looked like that went to Brent King, number 40. Kinney, the tackler.
Let's go, Dave! Got your back!
Reminder, the Edwards County girls volleyball team being a regional next week at Grayville. We'll have that action right here on CUN. We got a handoff. In fact, it faked us completely out, and carrying the ball was Brent King, number 40. There is a loss on the play. Tackler was Wysinski. So that brings up a third down for the Edwards County Lions, 3rd and 10. And that is the end of the first quarter play. No score here from Fairfield, Illinois. We'll be back right after these commercial messages. Jeff Gillard, the quarterback, as we start the second quarter play. Gillard with a quick pass out to Doug Horton, and Horton's out near the 50-yard line. First down, Edwards County Lions. Tackler for Fairfield was Tim Swift and Workins. 11 minutes, 53 seconds left, and the Lions are on the way down the field. The ball spotted on the 49-yard line. Al Summers and Bill Horton along here tonight. Bill doesn't have any long underwear or not dressed heavily tonight. Al has got quite a costume on here tonight. Turtlenecks and the whole works. Roe Trammell, the ball carrier, and Roe Trammell gets about 5-6 yards on the play, maybe 4 yards, depending on where they spot it. It seemed like they're tricky tonight on how they spot the ball. Matt Kinney, the tackler for Fairfield, and it's spotted just short of the 45-yard line, about the 46-yard line or so. Second down, and let's call it about 5 yards. 2nd and 5. 11 minutes, 14 seconds left. The second quarter play. Handoff to King. King gets out and gets an Edwards County first down. Fairfield suffering some turnovers here tonight. Sarles. And we've got a timeout. Fairfield. Gillard turns around. Now he's going to keep it, and he muscles forward, and he'll pick up about 2 yards on the play, and those were pretty hard yards for Jeff Gillard. Ball's just about on the 36-yard line. Kinney and Sarles, the tacklers. Well, as we said, Al really has a costume on here tonight with a turtleneck shirt on, sweater, and about 4 or 5 layers that we know of. We're not sure whether he's got double socks or not. That's Roe Trammell, the ball carrier, getting out to the 30-yard line. And we're close to a first down, but no dice yet. Kinney and Sarles, the tacklers. That brings up a third down for the Edwards County Lions on about the 29 and 3/4 yard line, if you can picture that. Edwards County Lions with the ball. No score. We're in the second quarter. And looked like Scott Lake, ball carrier. That'll bring up a fourth down. We're now for sure, let's call it a host of Fairfield Mules on that tackle. And that'll bring up a, looks like a fourth down situation. Pretty well no gain on that play. The officials have called timeout for measurement, but it does look like we're short. No, not that short. We've got it. Can you believe that? We've got the first down. First down and more.
Come on, Dave! Daniel!
Gillard back. Gillard's going to throw, and it's complete to Roe Trammell, number 41, Chris Roe Trammell, and looked like Swift and Kemp, the tacklers for the Fairfield Mules.
Come on, Dave!
Second down and 1 yard to go. And it looked like King, the ball carrier, and King maybe picked up a yard or so on that play. That's just enough for a first down. Chris Foley, 26, a tackler. Gillard pitches off to Rotrammel, and Rotrammel will be decked for a loss on the play. That'll bring up second down and about 12 yards to go now.
Way to go, Mark!
Rob Wysinski, number 82, the tackler. Gillard back. Gillard's shopping around. Now he's going to throw. It's incomplete. I believe it was intended for number 41, Chris Rotrammel. Incomplete pass. Brings up a third down. Kemp. Back there for the Mules. 7 minutes, 42 seconds left. It's hazy here tonight from the grain dust, which is just behind us here. And also it's damp on the outside. And handoff on the play goes straight up the middle, which is Chris Rotrammel once again. And Rotrammel gets up back in at least field goal range. Sturry, the tackler. Fourth down and about 7 yards to go. 4th and 7 for our Edwards County Lions. It's the last game of the season for the Lions. Gillard slides just a little bit. It's complete to number 11, Doug Horton. And I believe that gives Edwards County a first down. First down, Edwards County Lions. First and goal is the Edwards County Lions, and the Fairfield fans don't like that too well. It's on about the, what is that, about the 5? 4 or 5. First and goal, Edwards County Lions. First and goal. Gillard back. Hands off to Scott Lake. Now Lake cuts back in, and Lake is close to the goal line. We're not for sure. Workins, check that, on about the 1 yard line. Kinney, the tackler. Al says we're just about the 1 yard line. Second down. Second down, Edwards County Lions. We are in Fairfield, Illinois. And Rotrammel goes over. Edwards County, touchdown. Touchdown, Edwards County. Jeff Gillard and the whole crew are pretty excited about that, folks, here tonight. As the Edwards County Lions score here, it makes a score 6-0 Edwards County. And are we going to run with it, or are we going to, I believe we're going to be running with the ball. Gillard hands off straight up the middle, but the point conversion attempt is no good. A host of Fairfield Mules on that tackle, and it looked like King, the ball carrier. Well, the Edwards County Lions have scored here tonight on the Fairfield Mules in Edwards County. Gelsinger, the tackler. Edwards County leads Fairfield now 6-0. Second quarter play, 6:05. The Lions as we lead Fairfield 6-0. And there goes Moore's kick. And Edwards County will bring him down. Number 42, Murphy, Mark Murphy, the ball carrier. And tackler on that play, David Jinks, number 63. Well, you might wonder why we keep adjusting the color and everything on this and the brightness. There's a kind of a smoky fog, if you can believe what that looks like, hanging or just kind of, yes it is, it's hanging over the football field here tonight. And with this grain dust that we have back here from this dryer, it is making it pretty rugged to tape tonight's game, especially operate the camera tonight. Foul Kamada back, and he is throwing, and I believe that they're going to rule that one incomplete. It is complete, however. It looked like it bounced once. Larry Sarles, picking the ball up for the Fairfield Mules. Tackler on the play, Scott Lake. Second down, and about 4 yards to go. Every part of the field, you'll get a different color here tonight. Someone tooting charge on their trumpet here tonight. 5 minutes, 3 seconds left. Edwards County Lions with the lead. Foul come out of the quarterback as the Lions harass him. Interception. Interception by, looked like Monty Summers, number 12 on that interception. Monty was being held down by Sarles, number 25, and wouldn't let him get up. Now, for some reason, Al had that number picked out and sprang right back to me who intercepted that ball for some reason. Al, your eyes are certainly improving. Those Coke bottle lenses certainly do help you. Rotrammel carrying the ball for the Edwards County Lions. Check that, it's King. 40 and 41, folks, look a lot alike, especially if you got a bunch of hands on that 0 on Brent King's jersey. Kenny, the tackler. Brent King, the ball carrier on that play. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter play, and the Lions are hot tonight, folks. The Lions lead 6-0 with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left. We've got the ball second down and about 2 yards to go. Gillard is going to hand off. It's broken. The play's broken up just a little bit, and Rotrammel maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no, he doesn't. He loses about a yard or so. Third down. Sturry, the tackler. And we've got timeout. Edward Gillard back. We've adjusted our color once again. Gillard fires. It's complete. And catching that ball was Scott Lake, the receiver for the Edwards County Lions. It looked like Kenny, the tackler. And I believe that brings up a fourth down for the Lions. However, the officials are going to call for a measurement. So we'll know exactly. There's Jeff Gillard. He's coming over to examine. And it looks like the Edwards County Lions might have one again. Nope, we're short. We are short just about a foot. So, just about a foot to go here. Official saying hold it while we get the chain set. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. Second quarter, the Edwards County Lions with the lead, 6-0. Now Gillard's going to take it across, and it's awful close, but it doesn't look like he's got it. It's close. So that play is questionable. Not the play, but where the officials spotted the ball. So now we're going to check again and see what's going on here. First down, Fairfield Mules. Ball's on about the 37-yard line.
He takes it up and moves forward about 7 yards.
Falcomata back, and Falcomata's throwing, intercepted again by Edwards County. That pass was intercepted by David Herring. So every time that Falcomata has thrown the football, pretty well it's been an interception. No different. The Edwards County Lions own the ball. 1st and 10 on about the 44-yard line.
Let's go, D! Hold it, D!
1st and 10, Edwards County Lions. Gillard back, he's firing it. It's complete, and wow, did he first important, and he got pounded in the back by tacklers were Brad Workins and Falcomata. First down, Edwards County Lions. To tell you one thing, Coach Hart has got these Edwards County Lions wound up tonight, folks. I mean, they are wound for sound. Gillard's back, the play's broken up, and he will gain about a yard or so on that play. Edwards County Lions, we remind you, has the lead tonight, 6-0, with 2 minutes left in this game. 2 minutes exactly left in the game, and the tackler, Gelsinger. Second down, and about 11 yards to go on that play. Gillard, hands off. That's to Rotrammel. Rotrammel picks up some good yards, and that'll bring up a third down for the Lions. The tackler was Sesteri, number 54. Fairfield band getting ready to take the field once again, and we've got an Edwards County timeout with 1:21 left. 1:21 left in the second quarter play. And there go the Edwards County Lions. The Lions own a 6-point lead, 6-zip in Fairfield, Illinois. Handoff to Rotrammel. Rotrammel's on his feet. He's leaping, and he's down. It looks like close to the 10-yard line. Timeout, Edwards County Lions, and we are close to a first down. We've got it. First down, Edwards County Lions. Looks like the ball will be spotted on about the 8-yard line. Thank you, Al. How many fingers? Let's count them here. This broadcast tonight being presented by Champion Laboratories and Ram Drilling Company, sponsors of this broadcast all this year, along with the Citizens National Bank and Sabre Construction Operating Company. We certainly do appreciate those for helping sponsor this broadcast on CUN, as we have another timeout for the Edwards County Lions. 1:13 left in the second quarter play, and as you know, if you just tuned in, the Edwards County Lions hold a 6-0 lead on the Fairfield Mules, and the Lions would like nothing better, as we about lose our voice here, than to have a win here tonight to finish the season out and give 9 seniors a good send-off. Well, let's see what the Lions can do. First down. Handoff to the right side goes to King, and they'll bring up a second down. Hinkle, Shannon Hinkle, the tackler. And the Lions are ready to go. Waste no time with 53 seconds left. And we've got a handoff to Scott Lake, and Lake will run a few more seconds off the clock. We've got 44 seconds left, and the Lions are ready to go again. Kenny, Matt Kenny, the tackler. And the Lions, as we said, wasting no time here tonight getting the plays off as we've got 36 seconds left. Now Gillard is back, and he throws complete. Touchdown, Edwards County Lions. Touchdown, Doug Horton for the Edwards County Lions, and look at the fans. Oh, they're up on their feet here tonight. If you think that Coach John Hart's not excited sending Monty Summers in, you've got another thing coming. That boy is revved up here tonight. So the Edwards County Lions lead by a score of 12-0, and let's see what type of a play they come up with this time. And the official has got a timeout here for a minute as he counts the players. And now we're ready to go. Gives it to Road Trammel to the right side, to the left side of your screen, and it looks like that Road Trammel's in. Extra points are good. Holy cow, it's 14-0 in Fairfield with 28 seconds left in the second quarter play. There you see the Edwards County Lions, and I'm not for sure whether Fairfield will still claim this gentleman right there in your picture or not. Mike Krause lives at Fairfield, and Coach Krause got Halloween pretty good last night, we understand. And we're not for sure who all was involved in that. We're not for sure whether Al had anything to do with that or not. However, we understand that Al was in Fairfield last night watching the junior varsity game. Al shaking his head saying that he had nothing to do with the Halloweening. However, that leaves Bill Horton. And not for sure what Bill's location was. Kick off to the side, and the Mules will down the ball. Downing that ball for Fairfield was number 72, Shannon Vaughn. So the Fairfield Mules have 24 seconds and a first down to get on the scoreboard here in the first quarter play, as the Edwards County Lions have completely stunned the Fairfield Mules. But we still have 1 quarter football left here, folks, and don't count the Fairfield Mules out. "21 seconds left and counting. Falcomata is back now. Falcomata is struggling, and he's going to run with the Lions team, and Falcomata is going to be downed by, it looked like, David Herring. No, check that, Scott Lake, number 31, at about the 44-yard line. Second down, and the time is going to tick off, and the score here at the end of 2 quarters of play is the Edwards County Lions 14 and the Fairfield Mules 0. We'll be back with the second half right after these commercial messages. You stay tuned, please. To the second half of this football game on CUN, the Edwards County Lions 14 and the Fairfield Mules 0. Well, we're going to have the opening of the third quarter play, second half, and warm-up exercises, and we are just about ready for football action once again here on CUN. Back to kick off for the Edwards County Lions is Kent Moore, number 61. And Moore kicks a good one, gets back to number 26, and he will be nailed by number 30, which is Rick Earl, and number 26, Chris Foley, the ball carrier. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Fairfield Mules on their own 36-yard line. Good crowd on hand for this game tonight from Edwards County. A real good crowd, in fact, as Edwards County has probably at least as many as Fairfield here for tonight's game. Last game of the season, and the Edwards County Lions own a 14-point lead. Carrying that ball, Foley once again. Out a 5-yard pickup. Looked like Curtis Mann and Doug Horton, the tacklers. Good shot at former coach Dick Hargrave, now principal of Albin Grade School, on the warning track there. Had a Pepsi and a cup of coffee. Handoff to the left side. Looked like Murphy, number 42, the ball carrier. And Al, can we pick up who the tackler was on that play for the Edwards County Lions? It looked like Monty Summers and J.R. Tate. Third down. And about 2 yards to go. Third down and 2. No mosquitoes here tonight, folks. We got a handoff, and I don't believe he got very far on that play. That was Foley once again. So Foley carrying the ball quite a bit for the Mules here in the opening minutes of the second half. And Doug Horton, the tackler, did get a first down. Can you believe that? First down, Fairfield Mules. Looked a little short from where we were shooting from here tonight. First and 10, Fairfield. Ball's on about the 46-yard line. Falcamata, the quarterback. Falcamata hands off to Sarles to the left side, and Sarles is going to be nailed. J.R. Tate nailing Sarles on that play and making him pay for it. Nailed him pretty good on that play, folks. You could see it right in front of you. That was a pretty good blast. Would you call that a host of Lions on that tackle, Al? Lions blitzing once again. Pass is incomplete. It was intended for Murphy, number 42. Well, that'll bring up a third down and 9 yards to go. In fact, about 9.5 yards to go. Third down situation. Lions playing tough here tonight. Coach Hart has really got the Lions up for this game. Falcamata's back. He'll be sacked. Fumble on the play, and the ball's still rolling, and the officials are blowing a intentional grounding, and there is a penalty in the backfield. The ball was rolling around, and we do have an intentional grounding, it looks like, against Fairfield. We got a face mask against the, can you believe that? A face mask penalty against the Edwards County Lions. Well, the Fairfield Mules get a break on that call. No question there. First and 10, Fairfield on the 40-yard line as the Edwards County Lions had Falcamata sacked, and the ball went loose. Now we've got a reverse. Now we're going to throw it. It's deep for number 81. It's incomplete. That was intended for number 81, which is Gelsinger. However, that play did not work. Second down. Lions mixing it up here tonight on their defenses. 9 minutes and 3 seconds left. That was a very interesting play. One before the last one. I'm sure that will lead to a lot of... Curtis Mann's got Falcamata down. No face mask penalty on that play. Falcamata thrown for a heavy loss. Mann introduces himself to Falcamata. Wishes him good luck in tonight's game. 8 minutes, 34 seconds left. Curtis's sister Melanie came back from Edwardsville to watch the game here tonight. Balcamata is throwing it, is almost intercepted. It was intended for Murphy, again, number 42. Back there for Edwards County was two dangerous men, Jason Laws and Chris Rotrammel. Fourth down, and let's count them off here. We've got about 23 or 24 yards. Fourth and 23 at least. And we've got an offside penalty. Offsides against the Edwards County Lions. Most of the penalties going against the Lions now. Well, that still makes it fourth down and about at least 18, 19 yards to go. Back to punt is number 81, and that punt was partially deflected, and it'll go down, and picking it up is number 31, Scott Lake. And Lake gets out to the 33. Vaughn, Shannon Vaughn, the tackler.
3 seconds. We're going to have to go to yelling, I guess. These boys are on.
So with 7:50 left in the third quarter play, the Lions with a 14-point lead have the ball first and 10 on their own 33-yard line. Gillard hands off. That's King. Tackler on that play, Sturry. Brings up a second down and about second down about 7. Let's call it 7 yards. Gillard with a good fake. Scott Lake, the ball carrier, and Lake's out. It looks like he's got a first down. First down, Edwards County. Tackler on the play was Sarles, Larry Sarles, number 25. As we said, a good crowd on hand for the Edwards County Lions here tonight. Good crowd for Fairfield, actually. However, Edwards County traveling to this game, and we've pretty well got the fence lined up, and all of the seating capacity is completely full. Gillard is back. Now Gillard is throwing deep. The ball's tipped around, incomplete. It was intended for Doug Horton. Broken up by number 26, which is Chris Foley. So that brings up a second down. The official wiping the ball off because it's rather humid here tonight. There you see the Edwards County Lions, and carrying the ball for virtually no gain was Chris Rotrammel, number 41. As Rotrammel was nailed real close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he lost this a little bit. Swift and Sterry, check that, Kinney and Sterry, the tacklers. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left. Third quarter play. The Lions on a 14-0 lead. Gillard back. Gillard's going to throw to the right side. It's incomplete. It was intended for Chris Rotrammel, but it went right through his hands. Fairfield, some of their managing staff, in fact, the head coach, has got shorts on here tonight. A little cool for that. Ken Moore gets off a good kick, and number 82 will go down in a fury of Lions, Wysinski. And Wysinski got clotheslined on that play by a host of Edwards County Lions. Fairfield foul Kamada. It's a first down. And with the ball is number 42, Chris Murphy, and Murphy gets out for a first down. Check that, not Chris Murphy, Mark Murphy. And the tackler was David Herring, number 32. First down Fairfield. We've got to stop Fairfield. We've got 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. And Fairfield has the football. Edwards County, though, owns a 14-0 lead. We've had these leads before and gone on to have those haunt us. So we certainly don't want to give up this lead. Going nowhere, making sure of that, is Curtis Mann, number 75, along with number 51. Scott Lake was in there, number 31, along with the Kenny Greathouse. Foley, the ball carrier, number 26. 4 minutes, 42 seconds left. Second down was nailed right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, 10 yards to go. Kamada rolls to the right side, will keep the ball, still on his feet, and he will be clotheslined and pounded hard by Bert Gothard, and he gets up along with number 61, Kent Moore. Moore and Gothard and Doug Horton, the tacklers. And that's about a 6-7 yard gain. Third down, let's call it 3 yards to go.
Went on the track.
Kamada is back. Quick pass right in the middle. And there's a fumble on the play, recovered by Fairfield. #26, Chris Foley. Foley caught it, and Gelsinger saved it. Ball's now on the 28-yard line. First down, Fairfield Mules. What would be nice here would be an interception. Or maybe another fumble. And that'll march him back 5 yards. Outside penalty.
Offsides against the Mules. 5-yard penalty. First and 15.
So that makes it a first down now and 15 yards to go. First down 15, 3 minutes, 22 seconds left. Third quarter play. Lions own a 14-point lead. Foul Kamada hands off to Foley. And Foley is tackled by Curtis Mann. And I believe Foley lost, maybe he gained a yard on that, but it was so close. He didn't gain hardly, not any more than a yard. Some people wearing shorts here tonight, and Al's dressed heavily. That pass is complete to Murphy, Mark Murphy, and that'll get him to about the 23. So that'll make it third down and about 5 yards. Foul Falcamata is complete to number 1, which is Brad Warkins. David Herring, the tackler. And Fairfield has a first down. Mark Chalcraft and Jeff Chitwood alongside here tonight, watching the game from the Edwards County side. That's Foley, the ball carrier, and Foley backs around and picks up about 2 yards on the play. Bert Gothard, the tackler. Ball's on about the 7-yard line now. Let's see what the Edwards County Lions defense can do. Falcamata looks. Now he's going to throw. It's incomplete. And now they throw a flag saying it was evidently pass interference. Kenny Greathouse back there. Check that now. They are calling a roughing the quarterback penalty as Falcamata got drilled once again.
That little guy got that ball, that little guy in green there. He went over here, but got it. Just laying over here.
A minute and 11 left in the third quarter play. Fairfield. Third down. And touchdown, Fairfield Mules by Larry Sarles, number 25. Now it's 14-6, Edwards County. With a minute and 8 seconds left in the third quarter play. And the extra points are no good. So the Fairfield Mules get on the scoreboard. Edwards County Lions lead Fairfield 14-6 with a minute 8 left in the third quarter play.
When you think of the oil business, one name comes to mind in our area: Sabre Construction and Operating Company. When we talk of experience in the oil field, we automatically think of one company: Sabre Construction and Operating Company. Regardless of the weather or other conditions, Sabre Construction and Operating Company has the manpower and more to do your job. Experience to do the job right. That's Sabre Construction and Operating Company. Nadine and Rick Wolf owners. Sabre Construction and Operating Company of Albion. Lion Boosters. Channel 17, Albion, Illinois, the Lion Network.
And we're not for sure who recovered that ball for the Lions. Evidently, okay, it went out of bounds. Not even sure who was close over there for the Lions. So it's 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions on their own 45-yard line. A minute 8 left in the third quarter. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like we've got a penalty on the play. Motion penalty, illegal motion against the Edwards County Lions, 5-yard penalty. Marches back to the 40-yard line. Minute 5 left. quarter. Gillard back. Now he's going to throw. It's complete to Road Trammell. Road Trammell will cut back up. And he'll be roughed up a little bit at midfield. Sarl is the tackler.
About a 3-yard gain to the 43-yard line.
Second down on the 43-yard line. Gillard hands off to King. King cuts back up the field, and he'll be nailed pretty well at the line of scrimmage. 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Matt Kinney, number 66, a tackler. And that will be the end of the third quarter play. This broadcast on CUN being presented by Champion Laboratories, by Ram Drilling Company of Browns, Citizens National Bank, and Sabre Construction Operating Company. At the end of the third quarter, we find the score Edwards. Gillard. And Fairfield will nail Gillard. It's complete to Doug Horton, and Horton takes it on in for a touchdown. We couldn't even see that pass. Gillard to Horton, touchdown. Well, that stuns the Fairfield Mules once again. That was a great play by the Edwards County Lions. Jeff Gillard complete to Doug Horton for a touchdown. 20-6 now the score, Edwards County. 11:47 left in the game. Gillard backs up, throws straight over to J.R. Tate. Good. It's good. 22-6, Edwards County Lions. We were talking about the momentum that seemed to be changing toward Fairfield, and then Edwards County comes right back and scores. 22-6 now with 11:47 left. Edwards County Lions, number 61, Kent Moore. Well, 9 seniors will graduate tonight. This is the last game for 9 seniors, as they will graduate this year, we should have said. And we would like nothing better but to end the season on a winning note. Number 80 carrying the ball, Kurt Kemp. Mike Hayes, a tackler for the Edwards County Lions. If you tuned in late, Edwards County Lions are leading the Fairfield Mules 22-6. We're in the fourth quarter. Mules have the ball. Falcamata hands off to Foley. Now we've got a reverse, and the Lions have got him in the backfield, and we've got a collision at midfield, and it looks like Workins, the ball carrier, and had a pretty good collision there at, as we said, midfield. Tackled by Monty Summers and Kenny Greathouse along with Jason Laws. 11 minutes exactly. Well, the Lions had them down pretty good, just like peanut butter on a jelly sandwich. And the Lions will bring down number 26, Chris Foley. We're close to losing our voice. For some of you, you probably would enjoy that. 32, David Herring, the tackler. Third down, just about a yard to go for Fairfield. The ball's on about the 48-yard line. 10 minutes, 23 seconds left. Falcamata throws a good one to Workins, number 1. Inside the Edwards County territory. David Herring and Doug Horton, the tacklers. First down, Fairfield. Falcamata is back. Now Falcamata is going to throw. It's incomplete. It was intended for number 42, Chris Murphy. Check that, Mark Murphy. Ten minutes left in the game. Second down, 10 yards to go. Well, folks, we must admit that games like these are a lot more exciting than some of them that we've had this year to broadcast to you. We've been up and down this year, but this looks like it's an up game. Falcamata fires once again, incomplete. And there's a penalty on the play against Brad Warkins was the intended receiver, and Herring was back there, and it and they call it would appear to be pass interference, which will give Fairfield a first down. Can't really agree with that play. Looked to me like Herring was going for the ball. Yeah, Herring was going for the ball just as much as... Oh, well, that's the way it goes, folks. Falcamata is back. Throws incomplete. Was intended for number 83, which is Toby Jennings. So that brings up a 2nd and 10 situation. The ball is spotted on about 33, 32-yard line. Fairfield with the ball. 9 minutes left. Falcamata is back. Now he's going to throw. It's incomplete. Incomplete. It was intended for Foley. Check that, Murphy. Mark Murphy. Brings up a 3rd down, 10 situation. Score in this game, Edwards County 22, Fairfield 6. And Coach Hart has got these Edwards County Lions wound up for tonight's game. Fairfield rather quiet now. Falcamata once again, it's almost intercepted. Almost picked off by Scott Lake. He was the closest one to it, went in and out of his hands. Intended once again for Mark Murphy. Brings up a 4th down, 10 situation. Let's see what Fairfield will do on that one. 9:41 left in the game. Warkins comes in.
Let's go, line! Go!
Falcamata is back. He's throwing deep. It's tipped around by Doug Horton. Great defensive play by Doug Horton for the Edwards County Lions, intended for Jennings. So the Lions save that one. Then the Edwards County Lions will take over the ball 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line, 32-yard line. Gillard is back. Now we've got a handoff to the right side. That's to Rotrammel. Tackler was Kenny, Matt Kenny. And I believe we've got a personal foul against Fairfield. Not for sure what all happened on that one.
about the other guy?
Fairfield decided to evidently hit a little bit late as we were preoccupied by moving our camera position. 15-yard penalty against Fairfield. Gillard, hands off. Now we've got a reverse. That's Monty Summers. Summers will cut back in. And we've got a penalty on the play close to the 50-yard line with Sinsky, the tackler. A holding penalty against the Edwards County Lions. Well, so the official will give a few yards back. Penalty is declined. Second down. Second down and about 9 yards to go for the Edwards County Lions. Gillard slips down and he'll be nailed at the 40-yard line. Eight minutes, 43 seconds left. And the Lions want this game. Third down. Gillard's back. Hands off, straight up the middle. That's Road Trammell. Road Trammell picks up some good yards. He's out, it looks like about 4 yards short of first down. Kemp, the tackler. We've got an official timeout here. As someone is got an injury on the sideline. 8:04 left. And we're not for sure who that is being carried off. Is it Kenny Greathouse? Looks like it is 51. Back to punt. Moore. Penalty on the play. And in the backfield, not for sure who carried the ball. That penalty is against the Edwards County Lions. They call interference on the punt. 7:42 left. Edwards County 22 and Fairfield 6. So the officials will mark the ball. First and 10 on about the 42-yard line. First and 10, 42-yard line. Falcomata back. It's incomplete. It was intended for Monty Summers for the Edwards County Lions. Warkins was the intended receiver, but looked like it was drilled straight for Monty. That was a little low. .7:35 left in the game. The Lions with the lead. Edwards County Lions looking for a win. That pass is incomplete, intended for Scott Lake. Brings up a fast third down. 7 minutes, 31 seconds left. And here come the Water Boys. There's a good side for you folks. Timeout on the field. 7:31 left in the game. Edwards County 22, Fairfield 6. Falcomata back. He's going to throw. He gets it complete. That's to Mark Murphy, number 42. And Murphy's got a first down. Chris Rotrammel, the tackler. Smells like something is deceased back in here someplace. Not for sure where it's coming from, but when there's a little breeze, folks, it's pretty rough. Falcomata is complete to Murphy once again, number 42, Brent King, the tackler. No kidding, folks, it's pretty rugged. Don't know what's dead. But something back there around the elevator is pretty rugged. Fairfield Mules with the ball. Falcomata, quarterback. Now he's going to keep it, and he's going to run with it. He's got a first down, and he'll be pushed out of bounds by Jason Laws, number 64. 6 minutes and 39 seconds left. Fairfield has a first down inside Edwards County territory, inside the 30-yard line to about the 28-yard line. 6 minutes, 39 seconds left, as we said. Fourth quarter. This is it, folks. The last game of the season. Falcomata back. He throws. They call it incomplete. It looked like it was intended for Murphy, number 42. Starting to get a little chilly up here tonight. Not bad. Much better than last year. Much improved over last year. Last year at this time, there was so much movement by the camera by Al's knees. That pass is complete. That's Foley, number 26. And Foley's down, but he doesn't get that many yards. Tackle on the play by Scott Lake and David Herring. Third down, 3 yards to go. Foley is back. He throws incomplete to Murphy, number 42. Fourth down. Falcomata, interception, Edwards County. And looked like there was a good face mask penalty by Sarles. David Herring taking the ball, intercepting for the Edwards County Lions. Foley finally bringing Herring down. Be interesting to see what Coach Hart says on the post-game show last one of the season tonight. As we say, it'll be interesting to see what Coach has to say tomorrow on the, well, actually it's right after the game tonight. Timeout Edwards County with 5:36 left. King, the ball carrier, picks up about a yard. Second down. Kenny, the tackler. Five minutes, 17 seconds left in the game. Handoff. That's a road trammel, turning, twisting back around. 4 minutes to go. Kenny, the tackler. Timeout, Fairfield. Gillard handoff straight up the middle. That's road trammel. He's still on his feet. Good first down, Edwards County. And we are about the 36-yard line now. Jeff Wood, the tackler. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Edwards County dominating this game now. Here they come. Gillard. Handoff. That's to King. King breaks about 2 tackles and will gain, in fact, loses about 2 yards, yard and a half on that play. Robinson, the tackler. .358 left.
For next year. What are they doing? Thank you, Bernie.
And we've got a timeout, Edwards County. Three minutes, 36 seconds left in this game. The Edwards County Lions, 22, Fairfield 6. Matt Kinney, the tackler. Looked like Curtis Mann carrying the ball. And Mann has got a Charlie horse, looked like so he's going to walk off, sort of stiff-legged. Three minutes left. And that's most of the team for the Fairfield Mules. Kenny Greathouse carried the ball on that one. Well, here comes Curtis Mann back in. Well, 2 minutes, 37 seconds left. And the Edwards County Lions and Coach John Hart and assistants Danny Stevens and Mike Krause can sniff a victory here tonight. Timeout, Edwards County. Something wasn't right. 2:24 left in this game. Two minutes, 24 seconds will remain in this game. Gillard hands off to Mann. First and 10 now, Fairfield, with 2:18 left. In at quarterback now is number 12, which is Woods. Interception. Looked like Jason Laws picking up that interception. Minute 57 left, and Edwards County owns the ball inside the 20-yard line. We'll call it about the 16. First and 10, Edwards County. 22-6 a score, Edwards County. Gillard hands off to King. King stays on his feet, and now Hill will be decked by, as Bill Orton says, a whole bunch of folks. .122 left in the game, and the Lions sniff a victory. Coach Hart seems excited on the sidelines. Curtis Mann, the ball carrier. Mann stays on his feet, and it's going to take most of the team to bring him down. 49 seconds left. And there goes a couple of Edwards County Lions, Brent King and Chris Rotrammel. And we've got a penalty against Edwards County, but that doesn't mean much at this point. So the Edwards County Lions will have a 3-6 year. We gain one game from last year, and Fairfield will go 3-6. Gillard hands off. And I believe that's Curtis Mann. Kenny Greathouse, check that. Kenny Greathouse, the ball carrier. 21 seconds left, and the clock is ticking down, and the Edwards County Lions are happy. There go the high fives. Head coach of the Edwards County Lions, John Hart, and J.R. Tate picks John Hart up off his feet. And this game, folks, is history. There you can see the Edwards County Lions have defeated the Fairfield Mules by a score of 22-6. And there's mayhem on the field as the Edwards County Lions are greeted by all their fans. And there are the assistant coaches, Mike Krause, are the closest to the camera, and Danny Stevens there momentarily. And here comes head coach of the Edwards County Lions, John Hart. It'll be an interesting post-game show, and the post-game show coming up immediately following this game. Folks, this game and all these broadcasts this year have been presented on CUN by Champion Laboratories of Albin and West Salem, Ram Drilling Company of Browns, the Citizens National Bank of Albin, and Sabre Construction and Operating Company. Well, that's it, folks, for this year's football game. And there go the Edwards County Lions for the last time this year. The Edwards County Lions have defeated the Fairfield Mules by a score of 22-6. On behalf of my spotters for this year, Bill Horton and Al Summers, this is Mark Curtis bidding you a very happy and pleasant good evening. Stay tuned next for the post-game show.
Hello, everyone. You've just watched the Edwards County Lions defeat the Fairfield Mules by a score of 22-6. And this is a post-game show on CUN. We've got head coach of the Edwards County Lions, John Hart, sitting right across from us here this morning. for the post-game show, which is, of course, aired after the Edwards County Lions football games. Coach Hart, you seem happy this morning.
Yeah, I tell you that it's a lot easier to be smiling after a victory, you know, like that than that's probably the most pleasurable victory I've ever had. You know, that was just an awesome game. You know, the scoreboard really didn't matter. It's the way the kids played. That was just enthusiasm, team play. You know, one person would make a play and it didn't matter who it was, and everybody would just go, go crazy on our team, and it was just super.
Good game last night, both offensive and defensive. Defense last night was awesome. Picked Falcomata off, 4 or 5 times? Like that.
Well, me and Mike Wilson, head coach from Allen, we talked for a pretty long time on the teams, and he said if we can stop, their quarterback, because he was good, he says if we can stop him, we'll win the ball game. And we had our ends contained, and that's something they hadn't done all year. And our linebackers, we got a good core of linebackers, and Jason Laws, he almost had 2 more touchdowns, and Monty Summers stopped everything on the outside, and then the inside guys, I had blitzing a lot, so I tell you what, we just, everybody came through. David Herring got burned a couple times, we've had that problem, and then he come back and picked off a couple, and that's kind of like resurrection, when you do something like that, that's guts, you come back. And,
you forget the bad plays, don't you?
Well, I tell you, how about that wide receiver of mine, Doug Horton? I tell you what, he looked like all-pro. He looked like super duper out there. He played a fine ball game.
Well, very impressive last night. In fact, you put in a couple of surprises close to the end of the game with a couple of gentlemen that we've not seen carry the ball too much this year, and that's Curtis Mann and Kenny Greathouse.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably the biggest Chicago Bear fan that's ever came along, and this was our version of the refrigerator, okay? We had the whole kitchen in there. And I tell you, it's a nice thing to do, It happened to me when I was a senior, I never got to run a ball or anything, never got a lot of attention. All I did was block for the guys that got the attention. And I really wanted to do that. And the kids, they just loved it. Everybody on the team, from the backs to the linemen. Then I turned around and put Chris Rotrammel and Brent King on the line to block for those guys.
As we said, a very interesting play last night by Coach Hart. Coach, what were some of the most exciting moments about last night's game for you from a coach standpoint?
Well, we threw in a new play, and it was probably a difference of about a touchdown. It was it's a really super play. We can use it a lot next year. And Chris Rotrammel ran it to the tee. Him and Brent King just had and Scott Lake. And too bad all 3 of them are going to be gone next year, but they just had a super game. And, the kids really loved football, and boy, they was banging around everything. And J.R. Tate, he was doing some fine blocking for our sweeps and stuff. And then I think Doug Horton and Jeff Giller just had, you're talking about a guy playing almost one leg, and then Doug Horton, he could have threw a ball 40 yards over his head, and somehow that kid would have pulled it down. I've never seen a kid play the type of game he had, and it was just amazing. He's got a super pair of hands. I'm gonna really miss that kid next year.
So the Edwards County Lions, we said, victorious, and after the game, you would have felt like that we had just won the conference and was on our way to the playoffs, because quite a lot of excitement at Druthers Restaurant in Fairfield.
Yeah, that's a really big key, and I tell you, that's the best thing about being around town like this, is that you don't have to do something really great to get that kind of enthusiasm, which it was a great victory for us. We beat a team that, we don't beat very often around here. We play them tough, but we just never seem to beat them. And we beat them, and we beat them soundly. And I tell you, it was just like winning a Super Bowl or a conference or anything else. And I felt as good as I've been on a lot of winning teams, and no victory is ever sweeter for me.
Quite a celebration last night after the team arrived at Druthers. Of course, everyone had a lot of cheering going on there. And then the motorcade back to Albin, and then once we got to Albin, we were met there by several carloads of fans, and everyone landed on their car horn, and we took a little tour of Albin, and I'm sure that the boys got excited about that, and it was just a great experience last night.
Yeah. I think Edwards County can look toward the future and see a lot more of these. I really believe that. I think I think, you know, next season we're going to have an easier schedule. We won't be playing Ziegler or Flora, you know, with that conference, the joining that conference. And not only that is, I think that, you know, if all the kids stick in there, lift the weights, work all season like Casey and some of these ball clubs do, that we won't get beat 48-0 like we did by Ziegler and like Casey, you know. And then I tell you, I think we can be in every ball game next year, and then win our good share of them. And that's with losing 9 super seniors. I mean, super seniors.
So the Edwards County Lions, as we said, victorious last night over the Fairfield Mules. And Coach, we hope this enthusiasm carries over to next year when the start of the new conference that we're going to be in.